big story tonight, Wall Street whiplash.
Another roller coaster ride for the stock market. A late day rally setting stocks soaring. The Dow Jones Industrial Average mounting a swift turnaround after stocks plunged more than 600 points in the early trading. The surge follows yesterday's record rebound as the Dow posted its biggest daily point gain ever, up more than 1,000 points.
The rally comes in the wake of the worst Christmas Eve ever for U.S. stocks and Wall Street's worst December since the Great Depression. The ups and downs have a lot of people worried about what's going to happen in 2019.
So tonight we want to hear from you. Will you be making changes to your investments given the dramatic turnaround on Wall Street? Yes or no?
Go to WXYZ.com/vote right now to cast your vote. Meantime, 7 Action News reporter Matt Smith went straight to the experts to get some answers on what to do with your money.
To be honest, in just one word, the stock markets have been volatile. The up and down, it can make any initial investor feel a little queasy, but the experts will tell you, the stock market, you're playing the long game. Yet another plunge at the stock market, this time coming on the heels of historic gains just one day ago.
This is a normal, correction. We've had two since 2009. This is, in step with that.
Dan Casey of Bridge River Advisors says there's no need to panic. Analysts across the country can list the reasons the markets are in flux. There's rising interest rates, trade tension with China, and a slowing global economy. But there's good news too. Retail sales were up for the holiday. But Casey admits there's a tough reality when it comes to investors being scared.
They're aggressive when the market's going up, and when the market's going down, they're all of a sudden very conservative. So, it's tricky. Again, if you've got money in the stock market, you've got to be aware that this is a long-term gain.
Making things harder, the politics of it all. Trump recently tweeting out, the only problem our economy has is the Fed. That led to some extra concern whether changes were coming. The White House says they're not, but at the end of the day, Casey tells me what advice he'd give depends less on the big picture and more on the individual investor.
So it's really obviously a very individual-based decision. How close are you to retirement? If you're young, heck, put more money in. If you're on the cusp of retirement, then maybe you should have had this much, in the stock market.
There is still time left to see a rebound today, but the reality is we're seeing violent ups and downs. Casey says a lot of that is because of computer-driven algorithms. He says in the past couple of years, we've noticed ups and downs a little bit more sharp because of that. Bottom line, everyone, financial advisors and otherwise, will be paying close attention to the market, not just here locally, not just in the country, but globally as well. For 7 Action News, I'm Matthew Smith.